My next guest, every time you pick up a newspaper, and it's wonderful to see, there it's a Cher, and what a fabulous actress, which we've known from the beginning, from way even before Silkwood, so ha, ha, ha. But now movie critics, that today they just found out that Mask, the movie that she's starring in, is going to be shown at the Cannes Film Festival, which got an award. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, hey. Terrific. So please, help me bring on Cher. Are you going to go to Cannes?
Yes.
Wonderful. Did you win an award? Or tell me what the whole thing is.
Well, no, I haven't been nominated, but...
You will be.
But maybe I will be nominated as Best Actress in the category of new films. Yes, of actresses.
Makes sense to me. Are you excited? I saw Mask on Easter Sunday. First of all, what surprised me is the boy, who I thought who is grotesque.
Yes.
But he's not offensive. I mean, the makeup is incredible on him, because you adore him after a while.
You know what I think? You know, I've been talking to everybody lately and doing lots of press and talking to people who come up and just say, oh, I saw Mask or whatever, you know. And a lot of people didn't want to see it or were nervous to see it because they thought that they'd feel, oh, this is like, I don't think I can handle it, it's too heavy, or the boy's going to be so ugly that I won't be able to keep my mind on the story. And I think that after 5 minutes into the movie, he's so beautiful, he's so adorable that you just kind of forget.
Now, with all the accolades that are coming, because, I mean, we were in London, we were talking about you. It's so wonderful.
I haven't seen you.
I know, it's just great. Haven't seen you. You got the Harvard Hasty Pudding Award.
Yes.
Which is, but tell about, because it all looks so easy. Well, here's Cher, and she looks great, and she's an icon act, and then she goes on. Tell about how hard it was to be accepted in the role. All the 8 years it has taken you, right?
All right, the abridged version.
No, take your time.
No, you know what? I feel really redundant because now I'm doing it and it feels okay. Just for a long time, people said, you know, there's just no way that this woman is going to do anything but ever show her belly button, and that's it. You know, right. Goodbye. Next.
Right.
And so I was trying, and I understand that. You know, it makes some sense to me. If you're going to put up, you know, $10 million, you'd rather have someone who doesn't have two-tone hair or whatever. You know, you want to have a certain amount of confidence in the people. But it was very difficult, and it was something that I had wanted to do when I met Sonny. I was studying acting when I met Sonny, a couple of months, but that's what I had thought I wanted to do. And then because of Bob Altman, who's very strange and crazy, and he said, sure, I think you could do it. Come on. You want to do it? Fine, come on.
And he was the first one.
And he was the first one. If I ever win anything, I mean, I think of him constantly because I know that if it hadn't been for him, I would never have a chance to do any of the things that I'm doing.
And tell how wasn't your mother met Mrs. Altman in a store by mistake?
No, my mother, right. I was in New York, and I had gotten an audition with this very powerful man in New York. And so my mother was so excited, she was calling me, she thought, to say, how did the audition with Joe Papko? But she, by accident, got Robert Altman, who was taking a nap and a little bit grouchy. And she said, hello, Cher. And he said, no, what the hell would Cher be doing here? Who is this? And she said, who is this? And he said, this is Bob Altman. And he said, and she said, oh, Bob, I was calling Cher, and she's there, and blah, blah, blah. And he said, what's she doing here? And my mom said, she wants to be an actress. And he said something just kind of clicked in his mind, and he had this really strange production called Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean, and he wanted me to do it.
Next, right? We'll be back with more of the saga after this message of interest from one of our sponsors, so stay tuned, please. Talking with Cher, the star of Mask. See, you live under, and then we'll go back to Mask, but you live under a lucky star.
Yes.
Everything you do, am I right?
No, not everything.
Oh. What about your garage sale?
Right.
Right. She has a garage sale. She throws out garbage, excuse me, Right, come on.
Not garbage.
Your old underwear.
Not garbage.
Come on, a lot of stuff in there was not
Beaded
hot.
underwear, okay,
Yeah.
not
All right.
garbage.
I said, can I come over and bring some of my stuff?
Some of your garbage.
Yeah, excuse me. My stuff was much better.
Right, but whose stuff sold?
Yours.
Okay.
And it killed me. I had to come the next day.
I know it, get
And all your
We
stuff.
were laughing so hard because none of her stuff sold. We weren't laughing at that, but it was pretty funny.
It was... I was so upset because I labeled everything. Everything was labeled.
You were a little anal about it, I
Yes.
thought. You know, she put the history of everything, where it was born, who had worn it, what happened. I just threw it out there, and everyone was going, oh, I want that, I want that.
And the next day I took all my stuff and took it home. Now, back to... you are lucky, don't you think? Don't you
Yes.
think?
Oh, God. Yes, I am. I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks so.
Because things get always turned around. No, but things get turned around for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, every time you're really down, something wonderful happens. Like,
Yeah.
after Silkwood, you didn't work for how long?
14 months.
Which is incredible, considering you got an Academy Award nomination.
Yes.
And just when you were feeling lousy and terrible, along comes Mask, and
Yes.
right back up.
Yes. I think that this work is really important for me, more important than most of the other work that I've done. And I don't know if it's actually more important, but the intensity. You know, I felt in doing Silkwood, you know, I felt a real responsibility to be good and I was terrified thinking, how am I going to be good next to Meryl Streep? I mean, you know, you could start out smaller, you know, Suzanne Summers, and then work your way up. But I was very nervous, and then I thought...
That would have been a long way up.
Yeah.
We might as well both just jump in together.
Right, let's just jump on her to death, okay?
What does she care?
No, well, you know what? It's really strange. I don't mean that with any kind of, with real animosity, because I was... 2 years ago, Suzanne Summers or Pia Zadora. I mean, as long as you're down... No. I mean, listen for a second. When you're down and people kind of take these cheap shots at you, you know, the thing that you have to do is just say, okay, fine, and then you work your way out.
Now, were you the first choice for Mask?
Was I the first choice for that? No, I was the first choice by the writer, and I was the first choice by the producer and the director. I was not the first choice from the studio.
Well,
they had wanted, and I understood this, they had wanted Jane Fonda to do it.
which is so, if you've seen the movie now, it'd be so silly. She'd be saying to the kid, I don't care what you look like, stretch, you know. That's like, make it burn, make it burn, make it burn. What's the clip that you brought us?
The clip the clip that we brought, unfortunately, the studio has felt that they haven't let anyone use clips with Rocky's face. And so this clip is, they've had a fight. This mother and son relationship is very, very close, and sometimes you don't know which one is the parent. And he gets angry with her because she's doing something that's really upset him, and he leaves her. And he's been gone now for about a month, and she's been up for 3 nights straight, and she's trying to write him this letter.
Oh, I love this scene. It's wonderful, this scene.
I can't write a letter to Ricky, and I miss him.
You need sleep, right?
No.
Come on.
You help me. You help me write the letter, please. Dear Rocky, I miss you, and you're away at camp. You're not in your room, and I miss you, and I'm sorry that I was bad, and oh, Screech is here, and Gar is here, and I love you. Love Mom. Love Mom. With the little kiss. Have you got that, Gar?
I got it all.
Okay.
relationship with the mother and the son is such, you know, you feed off of him, he feeds off you. How are your relationship with your kids? Who is more dominant now? Are you still the mother? We were just talking with Gary Coleman, how it's, because Chastity's what now?
16.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I know.
I think she's here, but I'm not sure. She was on her way here. I think it goes back and forth. Well, you know, with Melissa, I think that my children feel like they're bringing me up as much as I'm bringing them up. But it just kind of, we have a very easy way of working with each other. I don't feel the necessity to stay on top of them. What I'm trying to do is make them strong enough to be strong on their own and just use me as kind of a guideline.
Where were you at 16?
I was with Sonny at 16.
Already. Now, that's interesting. What if Chastity walked in and said to you, I'm 16 and I want to move in with a guy now. What would you say?
Well...
Yeah, I know.
I would probably clutch my heart and fall to the floor, you know.
Is that funny?
And fake a heart attack or something. I don't know. I would not want her to do that, but I don't think that Chastity's going to do that. Chastity wants to do lots of things, and I think that she's kind of saving living or getting married for a little bit later. But, you know, if
I have
she
news
did...
for you.
Right, thanks a lot. Right. If she did, you know, you deal with those things, too. Everyone's got to live their own life.
But it's very easy. We did it, but now when your child comes to you, you go, oh, wait a second.
Well, at 16, I said, Mother, I'm grown. What's the matter with you? You know, I'm capable of going off and making a life for myself. I couldn't match socks. I mean, I was just dense.
Isn't that incredible? It turned out all right, though, so it's okay. We'll be right back after this message of interest, so stay tuned. But that's not, fabulous. She's going to backpack across Europe, carrying sequin backpack.
Right.
My next, I want pictures of that one.